So today I'm trying to attempt a repair on a copper pipe in the kitchen, and I'm using a Flomasta repair coupler. It's a 15mm fitting by 100mm length, obviously for 15mm copper pipes, and it's a compression fitting. Got this from Screwfix, the local branch, and supposedly it's supposed to be quite a good easy fit or easy repair method for a leaking copper pipe. But here the actual fitting I'm using it for that is leaking is actually a fitting behind the washing machine, which has become really corroded or something. And here you can see it's there. This is for the hot water, but obviously I'm fitting a new valve for the cold water for the machine. This one has corroded so far I can't even stop or take it off. It keeps leaking, hence the tub there, the ice cream tub I've put there so to catch the drips, the leaking drips. So now I'll have to dismantle this, well, obviously switch off from the back the hot water and the cold water, and fit the new fitting on there. I'll just take this out the pack and show you. There you go. So now there's the compression olives, brass ones this time. So yeah, I'm gonna fit it there exactly like that. I'll have to obviously cut the pipe to get this on, so I'll attempt to video it. I have to set up a tripod or something. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna fit this compression fitting onto the pipe here, and first off we remove this and this stuff at the back and cut the pipe there. You can't see it very well. Cut the pipe behind this valve, and then slide this over one end, then slide this over the other end, and then tighten up the compression fittings with olives, and hopefully everything is good, and we'll just check for leaks after that. But now I have to go and switch off hot water, and I might even switch off the cold just to make sure I fitted this one properly. Basically I'll switch off the cold water because I haven't remembered to put a clip behind this new pipe for the cold water with the new valve on for the washing machine. I've just put tissue there just to make sure that there aren't any leaks, just for now. Yep, so that's what we'll do. And just to show you just a range of the tools I'm using today. This is a new auto start blowtorch from Toolfix, about £35 with gas provided. Then the Talon 50mm snap-on pipe clips, Monument Tools olive remover, Sabre pipe cutter 15mm from the range, Draper abrasive roll. Well, that's to take off the old paint from the pipe with loads of paint on it, so we can do a good job. And we've got the footprint, the trusty footprint, plumber's wrench. It's a great one. Looks antique, but it's quite new, from Amazon. This is the adjustable spanner from Lidl. This is for the blowtorch to put behind the pipe, so that when the gas is flame actually is on, it doesn't do damage to the wall or nothing. So it's safety precaution there. It's kind of a fireproof thing, this mat. And then we've got the deburring tool, really handy for the pipe to deburr it after you've cut it with the cutter. Obviously we've got wire wool to clean up the job before fitting, and then we've got the monument tools, professional compression fitting nut spanner, two-ended, two sizes. We'll be using probably this one today, 15mm compression fittings. Anyway, so this is just a range of the stuff we're going to use today. Oh, I just forgot, I've got to switch off the water from the mains, as otherwise it would have been everywhere. Okay, so you can see the hot water valve has been removed partially because the actual screws holding it to the wall, one of the screws, don't know if you can see from here, rusted really badly. Can't even see the slot of the screw head, but I managed to take the other one off. And so there, this is one of them. Okay, so now we're trying to remove by force, really, with the screwdriver wedged in here, so I can prise it away. Okay, so I'll get on with that. I eventually couldn't take the clamp off because of the rusted screw. However, I tried, but I managed to slide it across the pipe, well, along the pipe, and then used just a Stanley blade to scrape away the paint from the pipe. Give it ample enough space from there to there, so that it's got enough space for that. So there's the hole that was created when fitting the old, or the hot valve. It was a screw-in thing, so it punctured itself, but those are really rubbish. These sort are better, I think, with the compression fitting. No messing about, proper job done, and we can always fit a new one easily if required. But this type I wouldn't recommend to anyone. They're rubbish. So here we go. That's going on soon when we've actually cleaned up the pipe. Well, what we're going to do first, clean up the pipe with the Draper abrasive roll. Like this. It's on a roll. I'll cut some off, and all I'm doing is this. So back and forth on the pipe to remove any residue of the paint and give it a good finish. So that's the top bit I've done. Bit I'm going to carry on, and then use the Draper or Sabre metal pipe cutter 15mm to get the job done, cutting the pipe. So that's the only way I can do it, is to put the pipe cutter on the section I need to cut, obviously between there and there, and then deburr, clean up, deburr, and hopefully fit the new fitting on with compression joints. So I'll carry on doing that. And now I'll use the wire wool to further smooth or clean up the copper pipe, ready for cutting and deburring. So here it goes, wire wool at hand, and let's try to push this over. And then obviously this is how I use the abrasive roll, over and under, and then keep doing this till it's all smooth as possible, and then we wipe, then use wire wool. Obviously do that both sides, but I'm just doing this now to finish off. It's vital to get it as smooth as possible, because we're going to fit the compression joints on there. It needs to be good and clean. Okay, so let's go across here, do this bit. Bit of tissue just to make sure. He's a bit more velvet. This is a great product, by the way. Better than any wet and dry, which would deteriorate quickly. This carries on until you've done the job, and I've only had to use that little bit. And it's still abrasive and it's not worn down. It's only £5 from Amazon. So I think I'll cut the pipe here, about between here and here, because that's all it needs to do. That's all we need. So yep, so I'll mark it and start cutting. So I'll cut between here and here. Well, actually just one cut there and one cut there, so that it's a clean cut hopefully. Okay, so moment of truth. cutting the pipe as it shows on the arrow there on the cutter this way, clockwise. So there's the arrow, line it up and push on. There you are, it's on, and now we can cut it. So remember, clockwise. Takes a few goes sometimes. There we are, that's done. Slide it off. Now we've got to do is cut this bit off also. So yep, just checking. Okay, here we go. Remember the cut goes that way. Okay, so let's get it on, line it up, that's about there. It's got to go on properly, not on yet. That's it. Okay, forwards, clockwise direction. There you go, piece dropped off, that's perfect. Here we go, one piece removed. Okay, so as you can see there's burr probably on there as well, so we'll get rid of those burrs with my deburring tool. So here's my deburring tool, cost only £8 from Amazon. So here we are, it's a solid piece of tool, it's a solid. So a nice little tool here for deburring. All we do is scrape like this, put the tool in there like this at the end of the pipe, and just keep going forwards, obviously clockwise if you're right-handed like me. There you go, you can see bits coming off it already. So this tool is good for getting to pipes in awkward positions. Not one of those other ones which you have to allow a lot of space to insert them and to do the job. That's that. Do this one. Okay, that's that. And right, here's a bit of the abrasive cloth, raw cloth. There you are, loads coming off there. wire wool as well. This end as well. There's still some water left in the pipe there. That's what's splashing about. It's important to get rid of the burrs, because if anybody gets into the tap there when you for drinking water or anything, even the washing machine. Anyway, that's done, I think. Yes, good. Okay. Before going any further, let's get rid of this old clamp for the valve. Come off the old valve. Oh, thank God for that. Look at it all rusted to the bottom there. Oh, right. There you go. One with the crusty crust on it and all that. No good at all. These are a quick fix or a quick valve fitting for the washing machine, but they're rubbish. No good at all. These actually just puncture the whole hole in the pipe for the washing machine. You know, water inlet, but it's rubbish. They're not worth it, I'm telling you. The ones that are good ones, they're simple. Here we are, as I just said earlier. These are great. Compression fitting, easy to use. Any problem, whip one off, put a new olive on, and you're away. So that's what I'd recommend. Not that I'm a plumber, but from experience. Right, so now what we're going to do is wipe from this bit here and this bit, and bring up the actual repair coupler. It's got a short end in there, along there. So all we'll do is just unscrew these bolt nuts and go from there. Right, remember the nut on first and the olive next. Okay, because that compresses onto the fitting. Right. Same here, this side, nut on first, olive on next. Keep them far apart so they don't drop, because we've got to do that task now, which is we've got to bring up this coupler up to it and up to there. I don't know how far it should go in there, but let's see, because there's a stop in here. There's a stop in here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a stop, and it's only about half an inch, about to there. And this side, the stop is further in, about 2 inches. Obviously nearly 2 or 3 inches here. So I'm keeping the short one on this side, so I can meet up the end. Yes, that's it. That's that one. Now let's see, maybe it's better to do it from this side, like this one. Let's see how far it goes. Right, that goes over to there. Well, actually I think we were right first time. Let's go all the way across there and then bring this up, and then just listening up, you're feeling it. Okay, that's on. the olive first. The instruction says just hand tight, and then this side as well. Come on, where are we? Here we go. So olive there, compression nut up to meet it all up. There we go. This is right up to there. Incidentally, there's a K on here. Obviously the maker's indentation of their logo by Kingfisher, I think it said on the packet. Yeah, kingfisher.com products. So I'm just keeping it there for posterity. Then I've got right up to there. Hope this is okay. Never done this before, but the reviews have been great on Screwfix. Okay, so now we'll grab the tools and get tightening up. So here's the monument to the spanner, specially made for compression fitting nuts, and it says it's professional compression fitting nut spanner, 15mm and 22mm. Obviously we'll be needing the 15mm today. I'll just unwrap it out the packet. Okay, here it is. Lovely color tool. There we go. 24, 20, 32 there. So we've got two sizes here. This one's obviously for the 15mm work we need to do today, and I'll get the other spanner. So it says that we have to hold the middle section with a tool like this, like that, and then go from here. It says kind of 1 1/4 turns maybe. That's tight enough, I think. There, this side. So we've got the other side to tighten up. Hold it there, and clockwise, obviously downwards. Oops. My light falling everywhere. It's not too over tightened. There we go. At the moment, this is what it's looking like. Just have to keep eye on it to make sure it's not leaking. Otherwise, just notch it up a bit more with the tools. But I've got to keep eye on it. Obviously, moment of truth again when we switch on the mains, see what's happening. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, everybody, job's done. All fitted. Here, bang on. Yeah, and when you do buy tools, remember they'll be useful for other projects as well, regarding plumbing, etc. And try to buy the best tools you can afford, because as the old saying goes, you pays your money, you takes your choice. So yeah, go ahead and have a try doing it yourself.